Team of the season has arrived, so you guys need to get your coins at FIFACoinZone.com. Use Fangs for a 5% discount. They are reliable, they are cheap, check them out. Hey guys, how's it going? It is Fangs, and welcome to a Snapchat Q&A we're going to be doing today. So we haven't done a Snapchat Q&A in quite some time, so I decided to bring it back today. If you guys want to follow me on Snapchat, give me 1 second, let me log in really quick so I can show you what my Snapchat name is. Alright, so go ahead and take a look on the screen right now so you can see my Snapchat name. I usually open it up for people to do Snapchat Q&A, so if you ever want to have a chance to do this, you're going to have to follow me on here and then check me out on Twitter. There'll be a link in that description down below because that's usually when I say, hey guys, I've opened it, you guys can send me questions. Now on Snapchat Q&As, I normally like to choose like ones that have videos. That's just the thing for me. I want to have ones that have videos because it makes it more interesting. If you are too like scared to want to do a video Snapchat, I totally understand that. Or a Snapchat question with a video. That's what my Twitter Q&As are for, and that's where you can just ask me on Twitter, but I usually choose videos, so that's what I'm going to try to do on these. Now, I try to get to as many as I possibly can. If I didn't get to yours, I'm sorry, but let's get started with these Snapchat Q&A and see what happens.
Have you ever had a crumpet? If so, what's your favourite topping? If not, why not?
So the only time I've ever had a crumpet was actually on the way, I had no idea what it was by the way, but on the way to England on a plane, they served it there. I think it was British Airways, they served it there, and I think they gave me like a jelly to put on the top of it, so that would have to be my favorite topping. Like, it was delicious. It reminded me kind of like a biscuit, I guess. Okay, for you guys, biscuits are like kind of cookies or something, I don't even know. Sometimes when we try to go between the two languages and they're both English, somehow, some way it gets mixed up, but to me, like here, it reminded me of what I'd have as a biscuit, or maybe like probably a biscuit, but you guys call it crumpets. But anyway, there was like a jelly that I put on there, and it was really good. I think it was a strawberry, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was apricot. I think it was a strawberry flavor one. It's been a while. It's like the first time I ever went to London that happened. But yes, I've tried one. And I guess strawberry jelly was the best thing I had on it. I love strawberry jelly on what we call biscuits here. If you don't know what that is, look it up. What we call biscuits here, I like to put butter on top of it, and strawberry jelly or jam, it's just my bomb.
My big fat purple bear want to know if you think Riyad Mahrez is up there on top of the world at right midfield, just like Gareth Bale is. Love your vids.
Based on his performance this year, I think that, I mean, I couldn't hear you, but I think you're asking me if he's comparable to Gareth Bale. I think that he's an amazing standout player, and he's young, so I think that he's got like a lot of potential to show in the future. I don't know if he's particularly Gareth Bale. Whenever I think of Gareth Bale, I don't feel like he's been doing like a heck of a whole lot, especially, but maybe it's just because he's at Real Madrid and there's a lot of talent around him. But Mahrez is like only 25 years old, and maybe he's just having a breakout year and he's just fabulous this year and he might tank next year. I mean, look at Eden Hazard. He's usually a god, and this year I'm pretty sure he only got 1 goal. Maybe he got more than that. Let me know. He probably did, but Mahrez, I think, is a monster, and I think he's a force to be reckoned with. I don't know if Leicester will be able to keep their hands on him, though. I don't know exactly. I don't know his contract details. I don't know a whole lot about that, but he's a badass.
Simon is your son, then how can we both have different accents?
Okay, so how it happens is, you could actually, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I've seen a lot of times where there's like an English dad and he has an American wife and they live in the United States, and the kid just happens to be a lot of around American kids. And so it has, I mean, it might have a little bit of the English accent, but not completely. So that's kind of how that works. So I had to send Simon, like I had Simon, and then I had to send him off to like a boarding school in England. And so when that happens is he's around a lot of English kids. So when you're around a lot of English kids, you develop an English accent, and that's just kind of how that took place.
Newcastle can stay up this season.
So I'm not like a hundy knowledgeable on the BPL. Like I know a lot, like I support West Ham. I don't know a lot. I know some. I support West Ham. So I know Newcastle is kind of like on the brink of being relegated. The bottom 3 are going to get relegated, and they're right there with Sunderland. I think they're like a point difference. At the time I'm making this video, you were going to get this video and you're going to be like, what are you talking about? It's already happened or something. But at the time I make this video, it is May the 5th. And that's what's happening. So they have to play Aston Villa that's coming up. So they pretty much need to get a victory. They need to win. Now, if I'm gonna be a betting woman, if I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna go and say that they are gonna win. I'm gonna say they're gonna win that match, and they're gonna get away from relegation right there. I don't think there's that many matches. That has to be like one of their last ones, because I know Leicester thing. So there's not that many left over. And so I'm gonna imagine that they are going to, in my prediction, I just want to do this for you because I have a feeling that you're a Newcastle fan. I'm gonna imagine they are not gonna get relegated.
Jesse, what do you think you'll be doing in 20 years' time?
In 20 years, I can imagine that I'm probably gonna be pretty old. What will I be in 20 years? I'm gonna be 48 years old. My God, I'll almost be 50. I'll probably have some kids by then. I think that if I have them at the right time, they'll be about 18 or so by then. So I'll be sending some kids to college, hopefully retired. I would love to be retired by that age. That might not be the case. Owning my own business, maybe 2 or 3 businesses, who knows? So by the time YouTube's done, I want to own a couple of businesses. So I imagine I'll be in the same house that I'm about to move into, retired, but have businesses that I own that I let other people run, and sending my kids to college.
Where would you like to visit the most?
I believe I've answered this before, but the place that I'm like the most interested in seeing as of late is Bora Bora. And I know there's like nobody in Bora Bora, and everyone's like, I want you to come visit me in England, or I want you to come visit me in Sweden. I want to go to Bora Bora, okay? I've seen it there, I've seen the pictures. You guys know I love beaches. I love beaches. Bora Bora has these little huts, and they have these in other places too, but these have these little huts that you can stay on, and you're on the ocean in the hut, and sometimes you even have like a glass through bottom where you can see the ocean as you're sleeping at night, and it just looks amazing. It's very expensive. It's like a 16-hour flight from where I live, but it's just a dream. It's a dream. Well, alright then. I don't know if you called me a dickhead or if you just said dick. I don't know. I don't even know.
Do you watch anime?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't watch anime. And I know that probably wrecks and breaks a lot of hearts around the world right now. I don't think that I wouldn't mind watching it, but I don't watch a whole lot of anything except for like TV shows besides Game of Thrones and stuff like that. I haven't gotten into anime. I think if maybe I watched it, I might give it a try and maybe like it, but as of right now, I haven't really gotten into it.
Thanks. Are you Republican? Are you Democrat?
I don't really associate with the two, I guess. But if I had to go like on my stance and what it would be when it came to like the fiscal policy, I guess, and what my income bracket's at, I should probably be more Republican because they want to tax me a lot less than Democrats do. But I don't really I don't pick or choose that type of thing. So I couldn't say I'm one or the other. I don't even vote for the president because I just don't really believe in it at all. So if I had to say, I'd say if I was gonna vote, just depending, it'd be based on like the thoughts of the president, whether it be Democrat or Republican voting. But I'd say in like the approach that I want, probably Republican.
Change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why?
I would wish that I don't worry so much. Whenever there's like a small, single, anything that happens, I go into full-on worry mode and I stay up all night thinking about that, and then I don't sleep, then my stomach hurts, then I don't eat correctly, and then everything goes to hell. So if I could change one thing about myself, it would just be to take away the worry-wartness of myself, because it's been this house, I've been trying to do all this stuff for the house, and I've been up hours upon hours at night. It's I think that's why I've been losing in FIFA, because I have not slept really in like a week.
It's the best pack you have ever had, ever. By the way, I love your videos. Keep up your good work. Congrats on 1 mil sub.
Thanks, bro! I'm glad that you like the videos. My best pack ever is one that half the people didn't know about. People will say it's Team of the Season Ronaldo. Apparently, whenever I packed Pele, nobody knew about it. I'm actually probably going to title this video something like I packed Pele and nobody knew about it, because it got maybe like 300 or 400,000 views, but nobody else, like, when I tell my friends, even in my call that I sit in, like Nep, all those people, they're like, you packed Pele? Just no one remembers that. I actually put it in my 1,000,000 sub video as one of like the highlights, and people were like, wait, is that a real Pele? Like, nah, yeah, I packed him. FIFA 15, I packed him, and I don't know why. You think of like people who did, you think of Neeson Gibb. I think who else was the ones that packed him? I forget his name, but I packed him, and nobody remembers it. It had to be done. I got through like 10 people before I saw Dick, and then it just, oh my god. Oh my god. Thank god it was for like a second. Thank god he wasn't banging it on the desk like the last guy.
What's your favorite player from Brazil in real life? Not on FIFA, because I'm Brazilian and I speak Portuguese. E aí, pessoal, vamos lá, Brasil.
I have no idea what you said at the end, but it sounded like, yay, I love Brazil. I love Brazil as well. That's like one of my favorite international teams to play with in FIFA. But in real life, IRL, the real players, I'd have to say Neymar. I mean, he's so exciting. He's such an amazing player, and he's so young. So he's got, like, think of how good he is now and how much better he's going to become in the next few years. He's just amazing. He's a standout player, and he makes Brazil look amazing. So that's my favorite Brazilian player.
I've got a question for you. Would you rather be a lesbian or have horny sex with your granddad? Thanks.
Not a would you rather, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. I'd probably rather be a lesbian. I'm not gonna have sex with my granddad. That's incest, alright? I guess I'd just go ahead and be a lesbian. I mean, it'd be pretty disgusting, but not that being a lesbian is disgusting, but I don't obviously want to do that. I just totally dug myself. All right, guys, so that is going to be it for our Snapchat Q&A. We got through quite a lot there. There was some that were in the beginning that just turned, like, I don't know if they expire or something, or people, if they can get rid of them, but there was like 10 that were just, nothing came out of them. I tried to click on them and they already looked like I opened them when I hadn't. But that's gonna be it for this one. If you guys want to do this in the future, don't forget that you're gonna have to follow me on Snapchat or on Twitter so that you know I'm doing it. If you did enjoy this one, smash the thumbs up button, and until next time, see you guys later.